What's up, everybody? How's it going? I'll be just a couple minutes. I'm kind of experimenting a little bit on the microphone and stuff like that. If anybody jumps in, we'll see how it sounds. Everybody jumps in, we'll see how it sounds.
I gotta pee real quick.
Try to be quiet. I've been recording here. All right. Give me just a minute there, Recon. I'm testing this mic, trying to see if it works. And I'm using Francis's account on my phone so I can hear it. And she's giving out medicine to the clients here, so I'm being quiet for her a little bit, but I can still type. How you doing tonight, buddy? And tell me if the mic sounds okay now. I worked on this thing all day trying to get it to work out. I'm not running it through the voice meter right now, so I'm just testing it out without the voice meter. And then I may kick the voice meter in because I did some changes on it. Can you even hear me? Does it sound better today than it did yesterday? Does it sound professional or like crap still? I'm beginning to wonder if the problem was really lag yesterday. Hey, Ken. She's just on for helping me add some time to the events here. I'm messing. You should have sound now. Hello, hello. You got it now? Can you hear me now? Okay. Yeah, I was just trying to block some of the wrong light in here and stuff. And I have a green screen, but it's not big enough. Yeah, we started a little bit early because I'm kind of experimenting on this mic here and trying to get it fixed right so that it sounded better. And my wife is giving out medicine, so I've been muting my mic because I've been typing mostly until she's done. Mostly, as we talked about some yesterday, I was just curious to see if maybe some others would pop in here if I started it earlier. I meant to try it during the day, but I was messing around with this mic most of the day trying to get it to work right. And I got a nebulizer working in the background. I'm not sure if you can hear it or not. This mic is kind of a one directional, so I'm hoping it's not picking up all the background noise. And actually, this is one of the reasons I always started to stream later because my wife gave out medicine. Yeah, he's not doing too bad. From what I'm told, he's doing okay. Yeah, I'm actually routing the mic directly into StreamYard here right now. I was planning on testing it with the voice meter again because it is supposed to work way better with the voice meter. But I just something's been looping in there. I'm sure you probably know what I'm talking about. It's looping and causing that echo. So I've been trying to get rid of that problem. The thing is, it sounds different live than when it's not live. When I listen with my speakers, it sounds totally different than what you guys are hearing. You guys actually hear it better than my speakers, and I got Bose speakers. Beats me. Plus, I wanted to make some signs here. Like I got my "Be Right Back" getting coffee one, and let's see what else I got here. Hey, Doc, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, he's right. He just commented before you said that, Recon. I'm just testing some signs I made. I'm frankly a little surprised that you all showed up because I really didn't expect anybody to show up. To tell you the truth, I was thinking maybe I wanted to just see if some other people would show up from YouTube itself. At least that's what I was hoping anyway. But it hasn't worked out that way as of yet. Hey, Doc, is your last name Poole? I've been meaning to ask you that now for weeks, and I kept forgetting. Wow. One of my best friends growing up's last name was Poole. Of course, that doesn't really mean nothing, but it's spelled the same way. And he lives down here in Florida, of course. But I was just curious. If you have any relatives in Florida, maybe you're related. I don't know. In fact, his name is David Poole, and he has a sister named Libby. I gotta tell you guys, I'm not happy about this, the way this looks in the stream. It's been really bugging me to death. I don't like the video, the audio has been messing up. '50th cousin, huh? Oh, you didn't get a notice, Ken? How did you, you must have got a notice of some kind, I would have thought. Did you subscribe from that phone or hit the bell? Might have to hit the bell. Because I had that same problem if I use a different phone. I have to make sure that bell's clicked. For some unknown reason, a different phone doesn't remember it. I don't know what it is about it, but at least that's been my experience. I'm not sure if it's with everybody's or not, but yeah, thanks, Ken. I'm just even the video. It's not as crispy, as clear. It's not as bright as it should be. Problem is, I don't have any lighting in this room here. This is like the office, and we don't keep it really lit up really well. Um, so I got to figure out some way to get more light in here. I haven't figured out how yet, but that's what I need to do. Well, I mean, we just timed it right when you was checking your YouTube, then I guess. And we're up to, I just checked today, we're up to 2,654 viewing hours. We actually got one more. I'm not sure where it came from, but we had one extra one after last night. So I must have had somebody watching the video. It's kind of hoping Jennifer and them would jump on too. Get rid of some of the garbage on here. Yeah, well, actually, I'm mostly English. Got a little bit of German, Blackfoot Indian, some Irish, but that's same as England, basically, English. And I don't know what else. But it's kind of strange. Some of these down on some German, long time ago. But my grandparents on both sides of my family were English, and my great grandparents were English. Yeah, you got to go to my page itself and click on the bell, click all, because otherwise it's not always. It's just whenever random. Whenever YouTube feels like sending you a notice, basically. I would think that the default would be all, but that's YouTube for you. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's showing 4 up here, but there's really 5 if you include me, and it does count me too, but that's YouTube for you. But I'm still thinking about changing the name. I may just go with the same name I was thinking of. I don't care what the other guy did. That's his problem. I just had my son do a little guitar riff for the music because he's a really good lead player. So I just heard my phone ding a couple of times. So he evidently has sent me a couple of them. I ought to listen to them. See if you guys can hear them or not. I don't know. Oh yeah, you might be able to hear it. Let's see what the first one sounds like. Well, that was the first one he sent me. Oh yeah, you might be able to hear it. Let's see what the first one sounds like. Well, that wasn't too bad. How did it sound to you guys? Yes, I'm thinking about changing the channel name. Yeah. Mostly because when I did the channel, I didn't realize that I could make spaces. I could have put Kimcast art or Kimcast painting and separated the words. I thought they all had to be on one big word, and that's the way I did it. Consequently, it looks like crap, and I don't like it. The second one, okay. Oh, so you like the way it sounded? Yeah, I think you used a different effect on both of them. I think they're both basically the same music. Oh, there was a dog bark? I need to listen to that again. Yeah, he's got 2 or 3 dogs. That's probably he probably didn't realize the dog barked. No, that sound is gonna be for, the intro, the new intro I'm working on. Get, like, about a 15-second intro, kinda like Bob Ross has. I'm trying to do something on that same line, but I wanted to add my own music to it so I wouldn't have to worry about copyright violations or anything else. So I had my son, who's a guitar player. I'm a guitar player, but he's better than I am. And so I had him write something, a couple of them himself, and see how they sounded. Of course, he's going to be a little upset when I tell him that the second one you sent me has a dog barking in it. You have to do it all over again. Well, I just told him everybody liked it, the second one, except for the dog barking. So I'm sure he'll just do it again. It's no big deal for him. I don't really want the dog barking in it, so I'll make him do it again 10 times if necessary. Call me the mean old dad. Yeah, you can turn the notifications off totally. That could be it. Excuse me. Yeah, but that's copyrighted material, Nazareth. You can't play that, or you can get in big trouble for it. It's a copyright violation. Well, I'm going to change it. Eventually, it's going to be probably called The Magic of Painting with Kim Castor, probably, or something like that, or just The Magic of Painting. Recon and Ken, what'd you think of the music? Did it sound okay to you? Besides the dog barking? Yeah, maybe we could change the name of that to Doc would change the name of that music he just played to name it The Hair of the Dog. No, she's probably take care of the baby tonight. She may come on, she may not. Of course, she's used to me coming on later too, so she might not have checked her notifications. She's playing grandma tonight again. She probably will be for a while. She's watching the baby quite a bit lately. But she might, you never know with her. She might be sitting in the background listening to us. She's done that before. One day, I think it was just the other day, she was on for 15 minutes before she said anything. Okay, Ken, hopefully it works for you. Of course, normally we do the stream at 10:45, and that's pretty much common knowledge, um, unless we decide to change it earlier. But I don't know if we will or not. I don't mind 10:45, and it works out better with my wife when she's doing medicine. But normally during the week she does it earlier anyway. But lately, the guys haven't been going to the workshop lately, so they've been home. So they stay up later watching TV or a movie or something. Yeah, sorry about that, Doc. Yeah, I should have known you'd get another headache yesterday. You just can't get away from them, can you? Wouldn't it be wonderful to have a whole week or a month without them? Boy, the amount of lag I have in this on this channel is incredible. I should get way less because this is a web-based software. It's not even on my computer. It's supposed to be way faster. And it's supposed to be less lag. I'm beginning to wonder if YouTube itself, because I used to go through just YouTube, if it's actually faster. But it may not be. I don't know. I've even used OBS on some of our earlier streams. But I looked at OBS again today. I was on there. I'm not so sure it's worth using OBS. My computer's plenty powerful enough for it. It's a 6-core computer. but I think it's always better to keep the load on the computer a lot less. My biggest issue really is internet. All in a Without a doubt, it's all internet. Well, the kidney stones don't sound very fun at all. I've known some guys that have passed them as big as a marble. No, thank you. OBS is a software that you use to connect to the internet as far as doing streaming. In fact, through OBS, you can stream to um, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any way you want. Um, and it's freeware too. It's just all free. So I mean, it's a good software, no doubt about it. But I just have shied from using it because it uses more resources on your computer. Like, I mean, my computer is big enough to handle that okay, but I didn't want to add that to the burden of the lag that I'm already getting. Hell, Recon, even I like AC/DC. In fact, Back in Black is one of the theme songs I have on my motorcycle, on my Harley. When I want to irritate some of my relatives, I blast it because I got all kinds of speakers on my bike, the full setup of sound. And I'll put Back in Black on it, crank that sucker right up when I'm coming to some of my relatives' houses. They know I'm coming because I have it planned before I get there. Yeah, I still ride. I haven't for a little while now. It's been raining so much and it's been so cold. I haven't been. No, but I do. Um, I know I've shrunk some since I got older. So I actually did buy a lowering kit. I just haven't put it on yet. I'm going to drop it down at least an inch, maybe two, um, just to get it down lower so like my feet will be a little bit more firmer to the ground. In fact, I've had it in the back of the trunk of my electric glide for a year and a half. I just haven't got around to doing it. My son was going to help me do it, but that's the one that's in the hospital with the heart problems. So that's obviously not going to happen. But my other son, he might help me. I don't know. It just depends how busy he is. In fact, both of my sons used to ride with me. They both had Harleys. The one that's in the hospital with the heart problems, he had a Screaming Eagle, and my other son had a Fat Boy. And when we first started riding, I had a Heritage, and now I got the Electric Glide. And then Jennifer's boyfriend, he rides an 1100 something, Yamaha or something. And then my best friend that's down here, he's got a trike, 1100 trike. My electric glide's a 2013, and it's still not even broke in. It's got, I think, it just barely has 8,000 miles on it. In fact, and when I bought it, you can tell I haven't had, I haven't been riding a lot because when I bought it, it had 5,000 miles on it, and I bought it like 4 years ago. Well, I mean, it should be getting nice enough to ride better now. I mean, we were supposed to actually been up to 85 yesterday, but the weatherman lied like a dog and never even got close to 70 hardly. But it was still cold and raining and everything else. It was just pretty miserable. But yeah, normally it's nice enough to ride. Usually it's good enough to ride, but hmm. This is just one of the pictures of Leesburg when we went a few years ago. There were probably was 300,000 bikers there that year, and I think it had like 12 or 14 bands playing. It was pretty awesome. They had some really nice bikes there too. I mean, I got some shots of some bikes that were there that were pretty fancy that cost a crap load of money. They were built. I don't blame him. Would you trade me the 2015 you got there? What's it got? 100,000 miles on it or something? Yeah, I'm not sure when it's coming up pretty soon, I guess. Yeah. Are you coming down for Daytona Bike Week? Oh, the weather's 15 degrees. Oh, that's what you wanted to trade me. Yeah. Yeah. I've already had my fill of that. Thank you. From New Hampshire. And I don't particularly care about doing that ever again, if at all possible. Although I do miss New Hampshire, to be honest with you. Oh, that is the lamest excuse I have ever heard, Recon. I have a Harley. I have 4 kids, 15 grandchildren, and 2 great grandchildren. Excuse me? Come up with another one. No, I moved south when I was really young. Now, I met my wife up north, but I mean, I originally moved down here because my father moved us down here back in 1967 to Gainesville, Florida, which is just the next town, the next city over, because he got hired as a photographer slash cameraman for a motion picture company. And of course, his big thing in life was always photography. So, and he used to develop pictures and all that stuff and video and whatever. But he got a job with them, so we moved from New Hampshire. He sold the house and everything and moved everybody down here. Well, yeah, we actually do sometimes sheep ship in for the kids, grandkids or whatever. My wife's done it many times. Um, a long time ago, my son that's in the hospital with a heart problem, just a couple of years ago, they were renting a house and it burned to the ground. So we ended up taking them in for 2 months, which they had nothing. I mean, nothing. In fact, the baby came here in a diaper, only no clothes, and they had no clothes. Everything burned to the ground. In fact, his screaming "Go Harley" was burned to the ground from that fire, and no insurance. So we ended up buying all their clothes and diapers and everything for over 2 months before they actually were able to get out, get their own place. So we've been there and then some. Don't pay attention to me looking this way. I'm actually looking for. I thought I had some pictures of my bike somewhere, but I'll be dang if I can find them. Huh. That's strange. Can't seem to find them. Oh well. Yeah, that can get pretty pricey. And yeah, that's a motorcycle payment right there. Because my payments around that area over $300 a month for my Harley. Yeah, we have the car payment too. All that good crap. Same thing. Credit cards and all that baloney. There ain't much left at the end of the month, that's for sure. But when you get that nice stimulus, it'd be a good time to buy one. Like, it'd have to be a used one, obviously, but you could still buy one. Of course, you probably have other things you could use that for, I imagine. Like most people do, pay down some bills. Yeah, this last year sucked, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I hear you, Recon. It's expensive when you got to order special formulas and all that stuff. Heck, I had 4 kids all around us in the same, within just a few years of each other, 4 or 5 years of each other. I mean, they basically all grew up together, and it was not cheap. In fact, I remember working 2, 3 jobs when I was younger just to keep them in food and diapers and everything else. Ah, well, that sucks. Well, you must make some damn good money then. Hell, I mean, my wife and I, we don't make much here because we live where we work, but still, even then, we don't even make minimum wage. We don't. That's the truth. Of course, we both get a little bit of Social Security now, but we give away so much time it ain't funny, and we're 24/7 basically. People don't believe it, but this is the God's honest truth. In the last 23 years, my wife and I have had. Now we did have about 5 vacations that were anywhere from 4 to 6 days or something like that. We did have about maybe 5 or 6 of those a long, long time ago, but otherwise, in the last 23 years, we've only had 2 actual 24-hour days off in the last 23 years. That's how much dedication this job has taken. Well, that's why I'm glad I live out in the country more, in a small town, not in a big city. I would not like to have the worry of living in, say, Gainesville, which is a big city. It's the University of Florida, because there's a lot of crazy people there. I've driven my Harley there before, but no way. I just really do not feel comfortable there at all. And my bike's plenty big enough to get out of the way, but sometimes you just can't get out of the way because if you're a biker, which you are obviously, you already know it's not the biker's fault normally. It's the stupid drivers that don't pay attention to what they're doing. And if you, on top of that, now you got the other burden of worrying about people screwing around texting on their damn cell phones while they're driving and not see you. And that's one of the biggest reasons I believe in loud pipes. In fact, when I got my Harley, it was quiet. And I told my wife I wanted to buy pipes that were louder. And she said, no, we ain't spending no more money on it. And then we went to leave here, and our driveway kind of V's around or Y's around. And she couldn't see me because there was a canopy type of parking lot like there with a roof. Well, she couldn't see me. I started to leave, and she was coming around the other way, almost hit me. Had to slam on her brakes. I pulled out to the road, and she looked at me for a minute, sat there for a minute, and she said, we were actually going to see the key, I think. And she says, buy the pipes, because she couldn't hear me. Yeah, pretty much. I think my wife and I together make about 32,000 a year. That's not very much. We used to make more, but we have been uh, we took an $800 a month pay cut between the two of us for like the last 2 years, just so this place could stay open and these people could have a place to live. That they know they've been here for most of them for over 30 years. But it still may happen. It's still it may happen. And I would say the odds of it closing down is probably about 75%. Unless we can find about 2 more clients, that's probably what's going to happen. Yep, that's a fact. That's all it takes is one person to do it, and you're gone. I won't even ride with some people on a bike because they're stupid. Most bikers are pretty good and they're pretty aware of where they are. But if I ride with somebody and I notice that they're not very aware of what's going on and they're not really paying attention or they're being stupid and acting stupid, I won't ride with them anymore. I'll tell them flat out, I'm not riding with you no more. Some of them get pissed off, but I just say, well, I'm still alive. And I don't ride with idiots. My best friend and I rode together for many years. We used to ride side by side all the time, always. But we had signals worked out. We actually used communicators that we made from Radio Shack walkie-talkies, but they had earphone so you could hear. And we would talk to each other and warn each other of danger. And in fact, they actually saved our lives before. And we had a thing worked out where back in New Hampshire, you got mountains and really sharp curves and twists in the road and all that stuff. And it was worked out where if the road went to the left, the guy on the left pulled out in front. Went to the right, the guy on the right pulled out in front automatically. When it straightened out, we'd pull back together. And we didn't do crazy stuff either. We weren't stupid. Now we get on the highway, on the interstate or whatever. Yeah, we probably stretched the speed limit a little bit, but nothing drastic. Probably no more than 70 miles an hour. But we weren't riding Harleys back then or big bikes either. We were riding like 750s, I think, Honda 750s, which is fine. They can handle that easy enough. But around in town and whatever, we didn't do crazy stuff. Ken, you still with us, buddy? Shows we got 5 on, so it's either counting me now or somebody's else is on. Like, Jennifer, you hiding in the background, are you? No problem, Recon. Nope, they left, whoever it was. Or YouTube is screwing up again. Well, Doc, I don't know if I'd want to work for the government. I don't know. I guess you get some pretty good benefits and retirement and all that stuff, but I'm not too sure I'd want to. Ken, you still here, buddy? Haven't seen you post anything lately. Maybe he's AFK. Yeah, I don't mind people lurking around. Doesn't bother me. I mean, I don't care. It gives me more view time. See, it's depressing. We don't even, the channel is even, we're not even getting any trolls anymore. Isn't that depressing? That fast, huh, Ken? Did you figure it out, Ken? Did you get the all button or the all bell clicked in and all that good stuff? The notification set? Now I know why you didn't come to the live stream sometimes. Evidently, you didn't have the notifications. Well, that's good. You're here. I'm glad you're still here. I kind of figured you was because I could tell by the count up there that you probably were. Yep, 6 likes. You, see Ken, Doc, Recon, myself, my personal account, and my wife. If we got 6 likes, that means one more person did a like, and I'm not sure who that was. That could have been Jennifer, even though she didn't come on. Probably was. National defense. Hmm. Shoot. Well, I'm sure it must be an interesting job. Yeah, we see you, Ken. We see you here. Evidently, you're not hearing me. I did acknowledge you. I'm not sure why you're not hearing me. Yep. All right, that's good, Ken. That's good. Great. Hopefully, you'll get the next notification. Well, I worked for the government, but as a free employee, basically. I mean, I was um, the chairman of human rights for this district in Florida back in 2000. For 2 years, I served, but it was free. Um, I was put in by Jeb Bush when he was the governor. I was over 5 counties, which I was over every program in the government, the state and government that got money from the government, which includes APD, children and families, nursing homes, schools, everything. I had jurisdiction over all of them for human rights. I did that for 2 years. My father was actually one of the original founders of human rights a long, long time ago, and he was also a chairman of the same one. Seven likes now, huh? Well, I guess people are just wandering by, hitting the like button. Yep, you're right. 7 likes. Heck, that could be who knows? Could be Jennifer, um, Velvet. Minnie could have popped it by and said, "Hit the like button." Well, Ken, my my son's fiance is a mail carrier. She's been doing it for about a year and a half now, and she tells me it's hell to work for the post office. It's crazy sometimes. Especially at Christmas time, it's crazy. I was just telling my son that everyone likes the one he sent, except for the dogs barking in it. I'm not sure how Trump got screwed. He got acquitted, so he got out of it totally, from what I could see. Which I expected that's what they would do. Unless there's been some development that I'm not aware of. Yeah, he's going to send me another one from. He said he'll record it from another room, so he won't get the dogs barking. That's the bad thing when you got that many dogs, several dogs. It's hard to get them all to stop barking, especially if somebody walks by or drives by or whatever. No telling. Although she does make good money, though, Ken. She does make good money. She makes, geez, $1,000 a week, which in this area here, that's big money in this area right here. Where we live in this area, $1,000 a week is like $5,000 a week everywhere else. Because this is a very low paying area in Florida. It really is. This area of Florida is really low paying. You're lucky. Most jobs are minimum wage. The majority of them are minimum wage. Wow, nice recon. I worked as a welder once. I mean, I never considered myself a professional welder, but a friend of the family who was an engineer, he had a backhoe business and everything, and he did everything himself, all his repairs, everything, and he welded and so brazed and everything. And then my best friend, of course, they were master plumbers, and so I learned brazing even better, and silver soldering and all that stuff. And so I needed a job real quick once, and I got a job at this um, water fountain company that made water cooler fountains or whatever the hell you call them. And they paid me pretty good, but I had to take a welding test, which I had no idea what they expected. All they really expected me is to do good welds and that it would hold together under a big sledgehammer when they tried to break it, and it did. Hello, Jennifer. You've been looking in the background, haven't you? We've all been discussing you lurking in the background. Now we know you as the lurker. Jennifer's gonna have to change her name to Jennifer the Lurker. That's fine, Recon. In fact, you didn't have to tell us anything like that at all. Really, it's no big deal. We were fine not knowing. We don't believe you, Jennifer. We really don't. We just know that you've been lurking in the shadows because we could see the number going up and down on the number of people here, and not seeing you, and not to mention, there's only so many people in here, but we got 7 thumbs up. If you do the math, we know somebody was looking. And you got the blame for it. Yeah, I can. I think they still pay you every 2 weeks, most likely. I don't know. They may pay you once a week. I'm not sure, but I think maybe you're right. It may still be every 2 weeks. Don't forget Doc. And he said hello before. Sure, they can, but more than likely they're not going to hit the like button unless they come in. Or they just happen to go to the channel, which doesn't seem to be happening lately at all. Oh, you did? Okay. I'm just checking. I want to make sure. I don't want him to feel like he's getting left out. All right, you guys chat with Jennifer for a minute. I'm going to go grab a warm up on my coffee and run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Takes a while to get rid of that green screen, don't it? Huh. Huh. Isn't that strange? Talk about a lot of lag. Good God. All right, Jennifer, we'll see you later. Baby's wearing you out, isn't he? Wearing you out? Boy, it took about 8 seconds at least for that screen to disappear. I can't believe it. Good night, Jennifer. Love you. Give the baby a big hug and a kiss for me. Well, don't give him a hug. He's probably sleeping, but give him a kiss. You are too. I wish I was still your age. Shoot. I didn't have anywhere near the problems when I was your age. Well, I feel 85, so there you go. But I look younger than 85. I guess I could have combed my hair again tonight, which I didn't do, I guess. Ah, well, that's the way it goes. You have to take me as I am. I do have an option for a green screen here. I wanted to try it, but I don't have enough green screen. Dang it. Yeah, what are you cooking anyway, Recon? Mexican food again? Taco night again? By the way, where's your fiance? How come she's not cooking? Yeah, there's another 15-second delay. Good God. I'd give anything for a cable connection. Jalapeno peppers, huh? No, thank you. Good night, Jennifer. Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, sometimes I'll actually eat supper but I don't eat a lot anymore. So, and I don't eat. I usually don't even eat all day. Sometimes I'll have a bowl of cereal or something, or some toast, or a donut or two, or something, and I'm starving by supper time, and I'll eat something, but not a whole lot. By midnight, I'm usually hungry again, and I might make something again. I don't know, a sandwich or something. Yeah, I don't like going to bed hungry. I'm the same way. If I'm hungry, I try to eat something. There's nothing worse than laying there in bed trying to go to sleep and your stomach's growling, keeping you awake. I'll at least have a glass of milk. I gotta stop watching this phone. So I watch the video on the phone, and there's such a delay, it's driving me nuts. I shouldn't even be watching it. It drives me nuts. To see that much lag is just bad. I know you guys probably don't notice it because the stream still goes steadily, but you're always behind me about 5 or 6 seconds at least. And if we get any quiet times, it multiplies. It just seems like it's even longer. But we're past the normal time of coming on. We haven't got anybody else on. Oh, yeah? I've never been a real big fan of Papa John's, but then again, I haven't really tried it that often. But I'm not a big pizza eater anymore either, so. I used to love it when I was younger, but it just doesn't seem to agree with me so much anymore. Well, anyway, it's 11:30 or something like that. I figured that possibly maybe Minnie would have dropped in or something, or somebody else, but I guess that's not going to happen either. So my experiment didn't really pan out very well. I'm probably going to I might do a stream tomorrow during the day. You guys don't have to jump in if you don't want to, if you're not around or whatever you're working, obviously. I'm thinking about just trying one during the day, just to see if it makes a difference. I don't know if it will or not. I might sit here by myself, which would not be the first time, but I'm thinking about trying it anyway and just see if anybody even pops in. Anyway, the guys, it's let's see, we've been on for 1 hour and 37 minutes, so we've been on for quite a while. I think we might just shut it down now. We've been yakking long enough, I guess, and um, you guys can go ahead and finish your eating or whatever you're doing, and we'll probably see you again tomorrow night. Now that I'm glad we got the mic situation working better now. That's a relief. Now I got to work on some of this camera stuff. Try to get something done with that. Get some more lighting of some kind. I need a light above me, I think. That's what I really need. During the day, it's fine. Because I bet you if you saw the stream during the day, you'd see a big difference. Because I got a lot of windows in here. I can open these screens up, the shades up, and it's got a lot of light in here. I want to see how that works out. Yeah, I do get pizza from a real Italian restaurant that's a little town next door here. It's not bad. It's just my stomach is just it doesn't seem to agree with me so much anymore. I used to be able to eat pizza like I used to love it. I mean, I could sit down and I could literally eat over a half of a large pizza myself, at least. But that's when I was really young. My metabolism was way up there high and everything, and I mean, I could go to town on a pizza, no problem. But nowadays, it's just different when you get up in the 60s. It changes for you. You find you don't like the stuff so much that you used to when you were younger. I don't take offense to it. Jennifer is a grown woman. She can speak for herself, believe me. She's a very outspoken person when she wants to be. But she does have a heart of gold anyway, and she knows you guys now. She knows I know you and that we've been talking for a long time. I'm sure she didn't take offense, and I'm sure she took it as a compliment. So don't worry about it from me. My daughters are both very capable of taking care of themselves. And my youngest daughter, now she's the one you got to worry about. She's a little spitfire. I've literally seen her walk up to a man before and punch him right in the face with her fist. I mean, and do a number on him. She is, she ain't nobody you want to mess with. But she's really a sweetheart too. But the guy said some really, really inappropriate things to her, and she let him have it. She didn't play his game at all. Good night, Ken. Thanks for coming, buddy. I really appreciate you coming. And I'm sure you'll be back again. We'll probably be on again tomorrow. So we'll see you then. Have a good one. Doc, I'm going to go ahead and shut down, I guess. You're fine. Don't worry about it, Recon. Doc, Recon, both of y'all have a good night. Stay safe and healthy. I can't afford to lose any of my users here, any of my people. Y'all got to keep yourself healthy and safe. Because if it wasn't for you guys, this place would be deserted, no doubt about it. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I understand, Recon. Don't worry, no worries from me at all. Y'all have a good night. We'll talk to you all the next time. Hopefully we'll have some of this lighting fixed too. So have a good one, guys. Good night.